this is the IJ70 18AH. And that is the Russian made by IMAZ. It is Russian. It has the Russian markings on it. This pistol was imported and sold in the U.S. in the early 90s. And then pretty much all that hurt and hype over, when Norinco supposedly got caught smuggling full automatics, and then they were banned from here, and then they put more restrictions on Russia as well. So that kind of screwed it up for the importation of that particular brand. So again, this is Russian made, and it does have all the Russian factory markings, and made by IMAZ. And again, it is the IJ70 18AH. And the reason that is because you have regular IJ70, then you have the -18AH, which is the double stack. And yes, this is a double stack Makarov. This is not a CZ82 or CZ83. This is a 9x18 millimeter Makarov and double stack. Now the Makarov was introduced in, I believe, in 1951 and still in service to present. Now there is other pistols in use by the Russian military. I believe now they use the standard 9mm NATO cartridge in their primary arms, but the Makarov is still used by Spetsnaz units for its compactability. This pistol was used, of course, in multiple conflicts, including Vietnam, Afghanistan, in all the Eastern Bloc conflicts like the Balkans, Kosovo, Herzegovina, all those, when Serbia kicked out with, trying to think now, Jordan, was it Jordan? No, I'm sorry, it was Georgia. Georgia and Russia. So yeah, this pistol has seen quite a bit of service. So go ahead and get into it here. I was trying to demonstrate the ammunition. The guy gave me 200 rounds, and this is some really old ammo, man. I don't even want to shoot it because they don't make it no more. Now they still make this. I believe now this ammo is called Golden Tiger, but this is the original. I'm not sure. Barnaul makes this, so I could be wrong. I believe Barnaul makes Monarch and stuff like that. But Golden Tiger could be its own brand. But this is called Tiger. It is the hollow point. Now you can see the hollow point on it. That is a very aggressive hollow point cavity. Very impressive. I really do like how wide the hollow point is. Now these rounds are old, but still good, because that's back in the day when they still put lacquer coating around the bullet, and when they put lacquer coating on the primer. So this thing is plenty good. Plenty deadly. Here we have, ain't that cool? Some Norinco ammo, yeah. China North Industries. And that's how Norinco got its name. A lot of people don't know, but the Nor is for North, and E Industries and Co. is corporation. So North Industries Corporation, Norinco. And this is 9x18, copper washed, non-corrosive. Now Norinco no longer sells ammo or products here, and when they do, it's under the guise of a different names, such as NC Star, or they make shotguns for American companies like Partner Pump. Actually gets their their tactical shotguns made by Hawk Industries, which is a Norinco company. So they do still sell their weapons here, just not under their name, unless you can find a pre-ban. This has a head stamp of 93. So he says about when he said he got it in the early 90s. And this is, I believe that Norinco does have a steel core bullet. I'm not saying it's armor piercing, but I heard it's pretty good ammo. Let's go into the gun. 9mm Makarov, which again is 9x18. Not to be confused with 9 Kurds. which is 9x17, or as better known, 380, or 9x19 Parabellum, which is your standard 9mm NATO round. Of course, you got your 9mm Flowbert, I believe, 9mm Largo, and then you go up to 38 Super, which is like a 9x21. So the 9mm comes in a lot of different types of sizes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. Go with the magazine first. You notice here on the top, it's the same width as a single stack Makarov. And that's a cool design, because this gun, even though it's double stack, can accept a single stack Makarov, because where you insert it is a single stack. It's a double, but it feeds into a single stack housing at the top of the magazine. And the guy said these mags are extremely hard to find, which I believe him. He gave me 2, which I was pretty happy about. And so I'll probably only keep these 2. And if I do find one, they're probably $100 a piece, if not more, because of the rarity of them. But this is a double stack Makarov, and it's a beautiful thing. I was so happy when he said he had it, and he traded me. I think I got a good deal. I traded him a used Ruger LCR 22, which I didn't shoot that much, and plus I wanted to trade it because I wanted to give me the 22 Magnum version. But anyways, you can see that here on the Makarov, on this particular version, that the grips are much wider than your standard Makarov PM models. That's because it is double stack, like I said, and on the regular version, it is a single stack magazine, so it doesn't need such a wider grip to accompany that bigger magazine. Let's see. Go ahead. Now you see it does have a lanyard. A lot of the Russian pistol Tokarovs like that have lanyards. Magazine release is here. Kind of weird, but it does work. And again, this magazine is the same thing. A little bit better condition. But pretty much this thing's brand new, man. I mean, he never shot it or nothing, so I was pretty happy. Now, the weight of this gun, I believe, is probably around 30 ounces, because it's a double stack. The single stack is about 26 ounces. The length, I believe, is about 6.5 inches from here to the very tip of this pistol. Now, this pistol is cleared. I'm not going to clear it because I know my guns. As you can see, it is cleared. I did clear it before the preview. The finish on this gun is excellent. I'd say 99%. I mean, it's a beautiful. He said it was the safe queen. Didn't see the light of day very often. So, yeah, I was pretty happy about that. Now, the barrel length here, I believe the barrel length is about 3.68 inches. Somewhere on the long lines, close to the 4-inch, but not quite. The width of the gun at its highest, I believe, including the safety, which would be probably 1.25 inches, and then all the rest is probably about 1.15 inches. Of course, you can see a lot of people wonder what that line is right there that is etched, and that's actually a jeweling. They put jeweling on there for a no glare, so when you aim it, it kind of, the glare don't reflect off that hard matte surface, and it won't mess up your aiming. So for y'all curious what that is, that's for glare, so it don't hit you nice. Now, the rear sight is awesome, a lot better than your standard Mac sight. This is a adjustable sight, windage and elevation. Pretty good sight. I wish it had some dots, but man, it's a pretty sweet sight. Your standard front post, of course. Let's see what else we got here. Of course, you can see the IJ70-18AH, which is the double stack version, and the single stack is the IJ70. As you can see, it is made in Russia by IMAZ. I will show you the arsenal markings. The same ones you would find on a, KVAR, or Arsenal, or in those AKs or Segas, you would find these markings on there. And this is a genuine Russian pistol. Of course, you can say you have your safety up here. That's fire. That's safe, of course. This is the slide. This is a slide release as well as a slide stop. So look at the magazine well here. So you can see where it accommodates that single stack at the top, but the rest is exclusively a double stack. Go ahead and get some. Well, gotta put it on off safety. Let's see. Now the action of this, you all know, just like your PPKs and PP and all that. This is a blowback design, just like the Walther PP and PPK. You get about 1,000 feet per second out of this with your standard full metal jacket round nose ammunition. The effective range is probably less than 75 yards. I would say good 40 to 50 yards would be about your maximum. I would go with a smaller caliber, not small, so much a reduced full power 9mm, but still a quite effective bullet, producing around 300 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, with your good European ammo, of course. Now, if you can look at this bore, this is a chrome line barrel. You don't have that very often in your Makarovs, but if you can tell the difference from the outside and the inside, this is a chrome line barrel, which I was very happy about. Which you don't get chrome line barrels with Makarovs. As far as I've seen, you haven't. So I mean, I could be wrong. You could get chrome line barrels with them, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think you do. But yeah. So but again, this pistol was designed by Nikolai Fyodorovic Makarov. And it basically came to standard sidearm in the 51 through, I believe, in the very early 90s after the collapse of the wall in eastern Germany. And it did replace the Takedown TT-33 and the 7.62x25. They pretty much were like, okay, well, this pistol is not as safe as we want it to be, and it's way overpowered, so we need something smaller, more compact, and not as powerful. Which didn't make sense to me because I do like the 7.62x25. I think it's a great round, a very powerful round, on par with the .357 Magnum. And yes, it is. Y'all can research that. But here, let me see. What was I gonna do? Was I gonna lock this back? Oh, I was gonna show you this, of course. Yes, I believe this does have a decocker. Yes, see, it does have a decocker on it. That is a plus to me. I do like the fact that it does have a decocker. And of course, the takedown on this firearm is like your standard, PP or CZ82, or you just pull down on that, and you all already know how to take it down. You just pull it back, pull up, and then the barrel is fixed to the frame, and the spring is housed around the barrel. As you can see, there is no guide rod underneath the barrel. It's all on the barrel and connected, integrated with the frame. So, I've always liked blowback pistols, very reliable. You guys should check out that channel. I think it's Sturmgewehr. I can't think of his whole channel, but he does a torch test on the Mac, and it's quite impressive on what he comes out with. So I would actually go and look it up and see, what y'all's opinion is.